Hello, it's Miss Lurdon. Today we will be working on Reader's Workshop. If you remember when we were at school, we were doing Reader's Workshop every day, and we will still be doing Reader's Workshop a lot. Usually we'll do it Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, but I want to remind you that you still need to be reading every day. Okay, so if you have books at home, you need to be picking them up and reading them. And it's okay if you read the same book every day or you read the same book more than one time. That's okay, because every time you read, you're going to realize something new about it. And you can also read to different people. If you have younger brothers and sisters, you can be reading to them. If you have older brothers and sisters, they could help you read, or they could read a book to you. As long as someone is reading to you or you're reading to someone else, then it's good. Okay? So if your mom or dad are at home or at nighttime and they want to read to you, they can. If aunt and uncle are over or whoever, then they can read to you as well, or you can read to them and be the teacher. And if you have stuffed animals at home, you could pretend to be the teacher and you could hold up a book just like I usually do and read to them. You can play teacher at home and read all the time, okay? Because the most important thing you can be doing at home is reading. And if you don't have a lot of books at home, that's okay. If you have a phone, or mom has a phone, or dad, or grandma or grandpa, or you have a tablet, or if you have a computer, you can go on kidsaz.com or RazKids, and you can read all the books on there just like we normally do at school. So if you don't have books at home, that's okay, because remember on RazKids, there's so many great books that you can be reading, and we can see how many levels you can get before the school year ends. Okay, so what I would like you to do today is I'm going to just be reviewing and talking about what we were doing in Reader's Workshop before spring break, before this all happened, okay? If you don't remember everything, that's okay. So that's why I just want to remind you. And then next time I have a video, then I'll teach you something new. Okay? So what we have been working on is that, if you remember before, it says when words are tricky, we roll up our sleeves. Okay? So we don't give up. You don't go run to older brother or sister or mom and dad when you don't know a word. You need to think it through. Okay? So you need to check the picture and think in your brain what word would make sense. Okay, so if there is a picture of an elephant, you wouldn't say dog, because that wouldn't make any sense. So you need to look at the picture and make sure you're matching meaning. So if there's a word that you're not sure about, don't just guess something that doesn't make sense. Okay? Then you need to use what's happening in the story. So again, think about what would make sense. What would come next in the story? Think about everything that you know to try and figure out a tricky word or something you're not sure about. Then you need to look through the whole word part by part. So sometimes the word's really long, but you can still read it. Like the word sunshine, for example, you could still read the word sun, sun, and shine, shine. Okay, so even if the word is long, it's okay. You can still read it and you can still do it. And you need to be getting your mouth ready before you are guessing, if you have to guess. So if the word is penguin, okay, and you're not sure, because that's kind of a tricky word, you need to be thinking in your head, P says p, p, p. So I'm going to say p, and then I'm going to look at the picture and think what would make sense. Okay? So remember, we're trying to pick words that make sense. So we shouldn't be saying just random words or words that wouldn't make any sense. Okay? Then sometimes if we look for a word inside a word, sometimes there are small words and big words. Just like in sunshine, the word sun is in sunshine. So we know that word. So that can also help us. So don't give up. Try something and take a guess. If you really don't know, that's okay. You're allowed to not know. So sometimes it helps if you just move on. If you just keep reading the sentence, keep reading the page, and just forget about it. Okay? So if there's really no one around you to help you and you've tried your really, really best, then you can just give up or just skip the word and move on. Okay? Or just make your best guess. It's okay. Promise. Reread and ask if it sounds right. So sometimes we think a word would make sense, and then when we read the whole sentence, it doesn't. So you can go back and reread the sentence again. Don't just read. If you are stumbling or you forget what a word is, just stop, think about it, and then read the sentence again. Get a running start and read it again. We need to look for vowel teams and ask, would a different sound help? So sometimes we're saying the wrong vowel sound. Sometimes we need to be saying the long vowel sound instead of the short vowel sound, right? So when in head, there's a vowel team in head, or in beach. There's vowel teams. So sometimes it's the long vowel team sound and sometimes it's the short vowel team sound. So we can try both sounds to see what would work and to see what would make sense. So you need to remember that A says A and A says A. Every vowel has two sounds. So maybe try both sounds to see which word sounds right. And don't just say the words, figure out what they mean too. So if you're just reading really, really fast and you're reading and then you get to the end of the page and you have no idea what you read, that's not great reading. We need to slow down. We need to think about what we're reading and what it means. So every time you finish a page, or maybe if you're reading a chapter book, you finish a chapter, you need to stop and think about what happened in that chapter. So if you happen to have sticky notes at home, sometimes when I'm reading a chapter book, I'll stop on a page and write myself a little sticky note to remind me what was happening so that I'm able to tell someone about it. So what I would like you to do today is you need to be reading. So you need to find a book, pick a book to read, whatever book you would like. Then you need to sit down and you need to read it somewhere quiet. So maybe every day you could pick a different spot to read, or if you have a favorite spot in your house to read, pick a spot. You could even read, maybe if you have a backyard, mom could take or dad could take you outside and you can read in your backyard. Wherever works for you. And you're just like in our classrooms, you can pick whatever spot, maybe a quiet spot where someone's not playing or yelling or anything near you, so you can really focus on the work that we're doing and read. Okay, so you need to be reading for at least 30 minutes today. Okay, so sit down, find a spot, and read. And then I want you to find someone in your house, who it doesn't matter who it is, mom or dad or aunt or uncle or grandma or grandpa or brother or sister or your stuffed animals, just someone in your house, and you need to tell them about what you read. You need to tell them what happened in the beginning, what happened in the middle, and what happened at the end. And then you need to tell them if you liked the book or you didn't like the book, and then why. Why didn't you like it, or why did you really like it? Okay? I know that you can do it because you're very smart, and I know you know how to read, and so just do your best. And I can't wait to find out what you've been reading at home. Okay? Do your best work. I'm proud of you.